No, I thought you would have guessed it. Because
No,
you're like, Pat, we don't need one. We're going to roll down the hill. But I'm like, we do need one.
You said it.
Whoa! Blake Hoop. New day, new dollars. We really need a freaking better motto, honestly. Alright, so we put the sway bars in last night. Came out really well. Obviously, that bolt in the rear, we threaded it a bit. We need to re-tap it when Kellen comes down, probably next week. We'll do that, but they're pretty tight, I'd say, man. Yeah, pretty good. Happy with it. I'm gonna send my car off to like a suspension place. They're called, what are they called? Centerline. Yeah, they're called Centerline. They're in like Melbourne. I'm gonna head down there on Thursday, drop the car off, and then they're just gonna tweak the suspension because I don't know everything about suspension. I'm sure they're a hell of a lot better than me and Blake. We're good at installing the parts, but getting them close to perfect, I'd say, is probably best left for the professionals. I went shopping. I bought something else for Project Driveway HQ. Blake doesn't know what it is. He thought it was a foldable table because, you know, concrete and stuff.
It's a weird size,
yeah,
man.
hold it. I'll bring it in.
Okay. Dude, I've honestly no idea what that size is, and it doesn't weigh a lot either. Dude, I honestly have no fucking idea what it is.
No? Looks like you've got no motivation today as well, mate.
Oh, I need a Red Bull, bro.
Yeah?
Need. It's not a want, it's a need.
Well, we're all out, mate.
I know.
Maybe you can go to the shop.
Yeah. Is it strong?
90 kilos strong. So Callum can't use this. I'm sure it's more, it can handle more.
See, I said a table, it's not a table.
Then what can it be?
Oh.
Rip it.
Oh, a creeper.
Yeah!
Was not expecting that.
No, I thought you would have guessed it. Because
you
you're like,
said it,
Pat,
yeah.
we don't need one. We're going to roll down the hill. But I'm like, we do need one.
You said it yesterday, yeah.
I know. Creeper.
Oh.
Yeah. It looks alright. It's got these little cool pockets for like tools.
Oh, that's
So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, the other one was a foldable into a chair,
Yeah.
but it didn't have like a pocket or anything to put things in.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's cool chair, and then creeper.
It's like a mini stretcher.
Yeah, and then like if we go to the snow, we have a sled.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, so hopefully that might just make things a little bit easier here. We've got a kite. Have we got some string? I'm gonna put that creeper together. Blake wants to fix his wideband up. He just wants to move it from the glove box and fix some wiring up, and he wants to put it in his gauge thing.
What I'm going to do today, as Paddy said, rerun all the wiring for the wideband, because last time when I ran it, so it's all installed and everything, last time that I installed it, we had about like half an hour to do everything, and we just did not have time to pick up the camera. We were working our butts off. But it's all working, and it's just kind of sitting in the glove box, like it's just clamped in there with power running off this gauge, which doesn't work. So I'm going to try and put this gauge in this holder. Wideband is a PLX device, where their new gauges are the multi-gauge. So what PLX are doing, they're running pretty much modules for whatever reason you need. So fluid temp, because you can run the same off both, it's just a temperature. So fluid temp either being coolant or oil pressure, oil pressure, and then water pressure. You've got like exhaust temperature, wideband, you've got boost. All of them are run off modules, and then you can daisy chain, which means you can run 10 different modules, being it pressure, voltage, boost, off one gauge. So you can have all your sensors and temperatures and everything in the car off one gauge, which this does. A very good thing before I touch all of this, because I'll probably end up redoing it, because I've got OCD, and you know the go, like I was going to fix this shit up because everything's running through everything, and it's about to fall again. So before you do any of that, definitely remember to disconnect your battery. Figured out this is going to have to go in here. It has to. Because the cord for the gauge is very short. So that has...
Oh, wow.
Unless we can get like an extension for that, like a AUX extender. The O2 plug is here, which I need to rerun back through there, up in here, and I might need to drill a new hole too, because it's a pretty beefy plug. It's pretty easy, it's just A to B, but
Time consuming.
how many things are in the way?
Whoa.
Relax, the thing doesn't work. But while we're here, this could probably get painted.
If you don't own a Foz, this is just something cool, look. What's this thing for, bro? I don't know what you were telling me last time.
That little hanger?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I always thought it was to keep your drink, even though there's cup holders and stuff.
Yeah.
Just your drink to stay up high. But an even better thing is if you have a large Macca's cup, which I actually do. Come here. Macca's cups can sometimes be difficult, but in this bad boy, perfect, mate. Even the big milk bottles,
They don't fit in the cup.
yeah, they don't fit because they're just the girth.
Yeah.
It's just too big. It fits perfect in there, and you can still get it. It's pretty cool. I like the Foz, and it comes with little cigarette things. They got them in the back too, down there.
What's your cup?
And it comes with a money holder too.
I'm starting off. You take the pros and the cons out of it. There's not many cons other than just a hole. If you don't hit anything in there.
What was if you do hit something?
Well, you're fucked.
If you didn't.
It's a bit big, mate. I think we need a small drill bit.
Maybe you need some lube. Whoa! I think you're
Like that. Oh, well, should be right.
That went deep.
Yeah, it just took it. I was not expecting it, man.
Took it like a champ though. Easy, Blake. Downside to owning a Foz: cup holders in front of the vents,
yeah,
and
they
you
get
can't
so hot.
you can't turn these vents off. Like there's no like on or off switch. Like they're just free throwing. So like you can have it from the feet
here.
and whatnot, from the like footwell area or up here on the dash, but you can't just turn these ones off because when you got your drinks here, unless you got like hot chocolate, mint.
We're stuck.
Movement. You don't have to pull these off, bro.
No.
Like they don't slide off. Like you know how like the buttons on like the
Yeah,
stereos
no.
and that and the old.
No, I don't think so. Break shit. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing comfortable. Like, just try and grab.
Nah, because I don't want to break it. And don't say I won't break it because I will end up going.
No. I'm just saying, like, did it look awkward me trying to take it off?
The whole car was shaking a lot.
That's like the easiest.
Yeah,
part
but
to
it only
hold.
lifts up the back here.
Yeah. There's 2 clips on here. I need a pop.
Yeah, definitely.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
That didn't do anything.
I know, but it made a real big crack. It's really hard with these seats because
You just
they're
slide
so
back.
deep. They lock you in, mate. Yeah, now I can understand. Yeah, good work, mate. Persistence.
I feel like
No, I felt it. I felt it.
I'm just
I felt the
sweating, bro.
moistness when we got close.
There you go.
The whole reason we pulled this part is because we thought Blake may have drilled a hole.
Change of plans. As you see, we got the centre bit out. I'm sitting on it. We got the centre bit out, which was a bit of a pain, but it's out now. And I need to silicone that little heater vent up, or vent, because the drill accidentally hit it and cut through it. So I need to do that. So yeah, change of plans. That wideband gauge isn't going to go in the gauge pods, because we've got something else on the way which that'll go into, because I wanted to keep them 3 gauges matching, you know what I mean, OCD. Yeah, looks a bit nicer too, you can have them all the same colour, whatnot. So that's going to be that. And while all this stuff's out, I'm going to give it a bit of a paint. So we've got this bit. These vents come out, and obviously I'm just going to mask the felt bit up. We're going to paint that. This trim that goes around the head unit and whatnot, and this bit, all in colour matched gold. And if it doesn't look good, we can just paint it back black. Paint it back black. Did I get too excited?
I know, because you're like halfway, you're like 90% there. Yeah. Just get a cover on it, bro, get it tacky, and yeah, I reckon that'll look alright, man.
Yeah. Alright, well, I am back. The other day I sprayed the head unit surround and whatnot. It came out good, cleared it, whatnot. So I think I'm gonna go for the colour. Here it is here. It should be all dry, but it looks pretty good. Welcome back to another episode of Project Driveway. Callum here, speaking for the one and only Patrick.
What's up, my dudes?
What's up, my nudes?
Oh, these Doritos are so good.
Yeah, you enjoying them?
You like your roadies, do
I
you?
hate cheese, but these are so good.
So, Callum's back here in his work uniform.
Wait, no, come on.
He's gone to a fancy dress party. Who are you kidding?
Yeah, I don't actually work.
During the week, Paddy has gotten his car all dialed in from Centerline in
T-Town.
Thomastown, in Victoria, Melbourne. They specialise in
Race setup.
race setups, race cars, street cars, you know, in quotation marks, to set up your coils and whatnot. Pat loves handballing his problems away. But his car's all... I'm joking, bro. I had to say it. But Pat's car is all dialed in now with his new sway bars, and he hasn't taken it much for a drive. He only got it, what, 2 days ago? 1 day ago?
2 days.
2 days ago, something like that. So
It's got a lot more grip. It feels a bit more neutral.
it feels a lot more comfortable.
It doesn't
Like-
feel so snappy like an alligator.
Yeah,
Biting in the
he's
arse.
right. He's right. Like
So
before...
sketchy, in other words.
Before it was very stiff in the front and soft in the back. Now it's even.
That's good, man.
And during my week, Pat, I got this my speaking cone.
Give it a shot.
Hello, my friend.